It seems that the Baltimore Ravens have found yet another hidden gem. I'll let you know who I think that player is going to be in 2025. And then on the back half of the show, we're going to have a little bit of fun. You know, it's July. It's the time of the year to do some fun things on the back half of the show. So I'm going to give you my AFC North bold predictions. Curious to see how you feel about them and if you agree or not. So before we reveal the hidden gem for 2025, I kind of want to let you know what the criteria is. Because last year's hidden gem right now, if you look back to 2024, I would have said it was Ardarius Washington, right? It was a player that nobody really expected much out of, and he came to be an absolutely massive part of that squad, right? A massive part of that team. He was a really, really, really big reason that the defense had that amazing turnaround about halfway through the season. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. A guy who's going into the 2025 season that not many people have massive expectations for, but I think at the end of the year, people are going to look back and be like, wow, that guy was really, really impressive. I need you to help us out, okay? How many games do you think the Ravens will win in 2025? Make sure to subscribe because one sub equals one win. So if you want them to go a perfect 17-0, I need at least 17 subscribers on today's video. Don't jinx it. If you want wins, you got to hit that sub button. So 2025's hidden gem. Who is it going to be? Let's get a little drum roll, please. It is Devontez Walker. He is a guy that has just, kind of gotten rave reviews during OTAs, during minicamp, and I really, really am excited to see the product that everybody has been talking about. Let's give you a little bit of a rundown on him, though, before we talk a little bit more about him. 113th overall pick in 2024 out of the University of North Carolina. He's 6'1", 198 pounds. He ran a blazing 4.36 40-yard dash. He's a legitimate deep threat. However, the one limitation that I believe he does have when it comes to his position, he's limited in play strength, right? He's 6'1", 198 pounds. Like, he's not the biggest guy. There's some big corners. There's some big safeties that can kind of tend to, bully him every now and then. When you look back at his college career, it was pretty solid, right? Started his first couple years at Kent State, then after a monster season of almost 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns for the Golden Flashes, he made that run to the transfer portal, went to UNC, had to sit out the first 4 games of the season because of NCAA regulations. Basically just NCAA doing stupid NCAA stuff. But still, in 8 games, he got almost 700 yards, 17 yards a catch, and 7 touchdowns. I mean, look back to his freshman year at Kent State, 24.8 yards a catch. When I say this guy's a legitimate deep threat, I absolutely mean it, right? And I'm not the only one who believes this either. ESPN actually named Devontez Walker as the biggest offseason surprise for the Baltimore Ravens. They did this for all 32 teams, and when I clicked on the article, halfway when I was through, writing this show, scripting this show, I kind of knew what I was going to click to. I kind of thought it was going to be Devontez Walker because everybody's been raving about him. Jamison Hemsley said the 2024 fourth-round pick was Baltimore's most consistent wide receiver during spring practices and recorded 2 of the biggest catches of minicamp. On the first day, Walker made an over-the-shoulder grab 20 yards down the field. On the second day, he delivered an acrobatic grab over cornerback TJ Tampa along the sideline. Walker is looking to become a bigger part of the passing game after a forgettable rookie season, when his only catch was a 21-yard touchdown. He appears to be the front runner to be Baltimore's number 4 wide receiver, behind Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and DeAndre Hopkins. Now, if this is true, right, if he truly is in the running to be the number 4 wide receiver, this is absolutely massive for Baltimore because this is why he's a hidden gem. You got him in the 4th round. In his rookie year, he caught 1 pass for a touchdown. 21 yards. Played 20 snaps as a rookie. This is about as hidden gem as it gets if he ends up performing the way that everybody's expecting him to. Now, I get it. A lot of times it's hard to live up to those big expectations. A lot of times it's also easy to, play well during practice. There's going to be a big change when you stop going against guys who have the same logo on your helmet. He can be doing all he wants to in practice. But it's the games that matter, right? Nobody wins awards for what they do on the practice field. However, I will say, with that slow start to his career, I want to keep all of you guys from just totally writing him off, okay? Because I think that's easy to do. I think I kind of played a part in that last year. I think I said that his rookie year was really disappointing. And it was. One catch, 21 yards, sure, it was a touchdown. That was great. But also, I want to give you this list of players who had really, really slow rookie years, but ended up as legendary Hall of Fame wide receivers. Chris Carter, 5 catches, 84 yards. Demaryius Thomas, 22 catches, 283 yards. Steve Smith Sr., 10 catches, 154 yards. Reggie Wayne, 27 catches, 345 yards. And every single one of those players went on to be absolute legends in the game. Every single one of those players made their stamp on this wide receiver position. So I also hear you saying, Joey, he's not going to do much this year. I don't think he necessarily has to get, 6,000, or it's not 6,000, like 800, 900 yards, but I just want to see small improvement. Drop some names for me in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to be the Ravens' biggest surprise in 2025? ESPN thinks it's Devontez Walker. I think he's the hidden gem on this roster. You let me know your thoughts. I'm more happy with him being wide receiver 4 for the entire season. I'm more than happy for that to happen. But I also want to feel confident in his ability to take over for DeAndre Hopkins after this season. Because D-Hop is on a 1-year deal. And if this season is just used as a transition year for Devontez Walker to get him prepared to take over that wide receiver 3 role in 2026, I think that is the perfect use for it. And when you compare the two players, they've got a lot of similarities. The exact same height, 6'1". Now, Devontez Walker has about 15 pounds on him. They're 40 times, very, very similar. Edge goes to Devontez Walker. The drop rate, both of them have really, really good hands. I looked at Devontez Walker's collegiate drop rate because for the NFL, he has a 0% drop rate. DeAndre Hopkins, 3.6%. That's just like alien stuff. I would not expect him to do that. Now, when you look at their yards in year 1, big difference. DeAndre Hopkins came out swinging a little bit more, 802 yards compared to Devontez Walker's 21. And obviously, I'm not comparing him to DeAndre Hopkins. If he is half of what DeAndre Hopkins has been in his career, I'll be happy about it, okay? Truly. DeAndre Hopkins is going to go down as one of the best wide receivers in the 21st century, right? Definitely the last decade. And so if a guy like Devontez Walker could be half of that, that's great. Okay, so what I want for this season out of Tez, if he can get me 20-ish catches, anywhere from 20 to 30, somewhere between 300 to 500 yards, and a few touchdowns without many drops, sign me up today. Okay, I think that would be absolutely wonderful. I think that means that his trajectory is going the perfect way, and then we get ready for that year 3 where he could be something truly special. Talk about truly special, you got to talk about our QB1, Lamar Jackson. And if you want his jersey, you can get it today if you go to chatsports.com/Lamar jersey. That link, I made it super easy. It's in the comments and description of today's video. You can get it in black. You can get it in purple. They've got multiple different sizes available. If you have a summer birthday, if you want to get ready for Christmas, this is the time to do it because I promise you they're going to be more expensive when the football season starts and they're going to be less available. Okay, so if you want to see this anytime in your future, now is the time to jump on it. So get yours today, chatsports.com/Lamar jersey. We're going to end up with my AFC North bold predictions. Now, I'm going to go in reverse order of how the standings went. This is my least bold, but I still think it's pretty bold. I think the Browns will have the number 1 pick in 2026. Okay, I think they are going to be awful. Really, really bad. They don't have any wide receivers. They have 3 guys who I think are all going to play quarterback at some point in the season. Their defense outside of Myles Garrett isn't really anything impressive. Give me them having the first pick in 2026. Number 2, Cincinnati Bengals. This one I really like. I think that they're going to break the record for most yards given up in a single season in NFL history. That current record belongs to New Orleans Saints. I believe it was 2011, they give up 7,206 yards. I think Cincinnati breaks that this season. I think they give up somewhere around 73 to 7,500. I think that defense is going to be absolutely atrocious. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think there's going to be reports by at least week 12. I might even pull that down to halfway through the season of locker room issues, of Aaron Rodgers isn't happy with the situation in Pittsburgh. You can absolutely book that one. And then last up, of course, our Baltimore Ravens. This was bold. I think they end with a 15-2 record. That is my bold prediction for the Baltimore Ravens in the 2025 season. 15-2, only 2 losses. It'd be crazy, but hey, I'd be here for it. Drop your takes in the comments now, okay? I just gave you 4 bold predictions. You give me one for the AFC North in 2025 and do it right now. Thanks so much for watching. We are going to get on out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. It is not, you don't have to be here, but you are. And for that, I'm very, very thankful. I get to do an awesome thing for a job every single day. That's talk to you guys about the Baltimore Ravens. Also, make sure you subscribe because, like I said, we do this thing daily, year-round, week to week. We will be right here every single step of the way. So subscribe.